It is an early start for us this Saturday morning because Dave is finally getting his haircut that we've been waiting for a long time. If you've seen Dave in the videos recently, you'll have seen just how hairy and shaggy his hair has been getting. We've not been able to get his haircut since before we moved. It has been a long time. It took us a long time after we moved to find anywhere that was open. A lot of places were closed all the way through lockdown, and then once lockdown restrictions lifted, it was difficult to find an appointment. These people have come out this morning. When we first contacted them, it was about 6 weeks ago, and they had such a waiting list that it took a long time to get him an appointment. But the appointment is finally happening. He's out in a van outside our house now. There's music playing from the van, and hopefully when he emerges, he's gonna look like a new dog. That's the plan.
Come here, Dave. Let's have a look at you. Get up on the chair. Dave, come up here. Trying to take your picture. Oh, you're just going to dance around all over the place now, are you? Dave, come here and stay still for a minute.
Sit.
I want to show people just how short your hair is. You're making a right mess as well. He's already torn that pillow apart since he's come in here. But there we have the lesser spotted, or I guess more spotted, because he has spots under there. It's Dave the dog, we think.
Hello.
I mean, I gave the man a big bushy hair beast, and this is what has been returned to me. I assume it's Dave. But who knows what was under all that hair.
Are you happy now?
He has not stopped running around like a maniac until right now.
Are you happy?
And we already have his next appointment booked in, so fingers crossed we're never going to get stuck in that situation again where he goes... It must have been nearly a year without having a haircut.
Before we moved?
It was definitely before we moved, but I think it was last summer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's far too long. It wasn't nice for him, but... He'll be feeling a lot better now, which is awesome. The heat can come back now, because he's not going to be a sweaty mess anymore. Football manager video for the day made. Next job is a run to the chemist's. Anna's hurt her back. All tied into all of the issues she's had for years. I think we talked about it before. I'll try and link to the video. But she was born with a tethered spinal cord, which was surgically fixed, but is never fully fixed. It's one of the reasons why her foot goes out at the angle it goes out as well. Her foot was basically upside down when she was born, but it's the back that's giving her real pain at the moment. So I need to head to the pharmacy before they close, see if we can get her some heavy duty painkillers, because at the moment she's hobbling around the house, not able to stand up straight, which is a long way from ideal. Well, it's mid-afternoon and absolutely pouring down with rain now. That is some wet weather. So I think it's safe to assume not going to be going out anywhere this afternoon. So I'm watching a little bit of Olympic boxing whilst doing a little bit of work, getting some football manager stuff ready for tomorrow. I'm still having an internal battle with myself about whether or not I want to start a Minecraft channel, because I'm so into Minecraft at the moment. I do plan at some point to sort these wrestlers out on the wall as well. Just need to find the time to do a bit of a tidy up in here. But that's a small selection of the wrestling figures that I've got. I've been collecting them for a little while now. I've got all of the AEW wrestling figures that have been released. So what I want to do is get all the ones out of the boxes that are piled up in the hallway. There's like 4 boxes full of wrestlers out there. Take them all out of the boxes and just have them on these shelves, and maybe a little bit behind me, just stood, so they take up less room. I know for those of you who are collectors, they lose loads of value by taking them out of the box, but similar to my pop vinyls, which don't live in boxes, I don't buy this stuff for it to have any kind of value. I buy it because I think it looks cool and I like to have it. So I don't care really if a wrestling figure drops from being worth 30 or 40 quid to 5 quid by taking it out of the box or whatever it might be. So yeah, that will change at some point. Maybe not today, because it's 3 o'clock now. I've still got bits to do here. I still haven't edited yesterday's vlog. You might have noticed by the fact that this is a Saturday and the video is coming out on Monday that as part of this vlog every day in August thing, I'm trying to record 2 days before the videos come out, just to give me a little bit of extra flexibility on editing time. But I do need to start as I mean to go on. I've not edited yesterday's video yet, so that has to be done this afternoon as well. So lots of busy bits and pieces. I am hoping Anna's going to come on and talk a little bit about her back a little bit later on as well. She's upstairs, kind of lying there suffering, and every hour or so I go up, make sure she gets up, moves around a little bit, but she is in pain, bless her. She can't stand up straight. As someone who's had a slip disc and stuff in the past and has had his share of back problems, I know how bad lower back pain can get, and she's basically immobile currently. So we'll check in with her. If she's up to coming on camera later on, she can come and tell you a little bit more about her back. Look, boys and girls, it's Anna. We're sat on the floor because she's too broken to sit on a chair. So I thought I'd come and sit down with her. Dave, do you want to come and be in the shot and show everyone just how tiny you are now? Dave has become a cat. Come on over here. Come on over here. Come on. Up here, look. Come and sit here. Dave the cat, no.
Dave, come here. Dave.
He has not stopped
Dave.
moving since his haircut.
Why not?
Hours ago. Here he is. Look, Dave the cat's here to see us. Look. Come on, shot. There you go. It's Dave. And now he can just sit there knocking the camera while we talk.
You're putting over.
I know, but people need to see him. He's so hairless. I wanted to talk to you because you said to me the other day, we should really make a video about my foot and my back.
There streaming, and my knee was just going blah, 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 and I was like, and if that knee goes, then I'll be paralysed.
Yeah.
I can't move.
And then, as if by magic, within a day or two of that, your back just fell apart. Well, it started hurting when we were at Wicksteed Park, didn't it? So we went to Wicksteed Park, and just partway through the day, we were just walking, and all of a sudden, because me and Andy always walk off ahead of Anna, and then it's because you've got like tiny little legs that are like that big,
inches, yes.
and we've got full-size human legs. So, I mean, that's related to what we're going to talk about, the fact that you're so short and have tiny legs. But we always tend to walk a little bit ahead because I go and walk with Andy, and then Anna catches up, and we just turned around at one point and she was way further back than normal and kind of bent double, and your back had gone. And it's kind of been a little bit iffy since then. But then these last, 2 or 3 days?
Yeah, I can't do anything. I can't bend. I can't make dinner. I can't tidy up because it hurts.
You can't even stand up straight, can you? It's
just like the whole waist, spine, and just that whole back area just hurts.
And it
so
does happen
much.
from time to time because of your underlying issue. Which is, I mean, we have made a video about this before, but it was like 3 years ago. So I'll link to that one as well, because I don't know how much detail went in on that one, but I guess we'll cover it again here. We've picked up a lot of new viewers in the last 3 years. So you were born with what?
A tethered spinal cord.
Which is a form of spider bifida?
Spina bifida, yeah.
Which basically means your bottom of your spine was kind of pinched between...
No, it was stuck to me.
Yeah, stuck in...
On where it shouldn't have been.
So
they had to cut it and then take the vertebrae away because I had too many. And I have like a, I don't know, 6-inch scar. I've never really seen my scar.
I wouldn't say it's maybe 4 or 5 inches.
But
there's a big scar on your lower back. How many surgeries did you have on your back? Is it just one on your back?
One on my back, but like 13, 14 on my foot.
Because the other, with a tethered spinal cord, it isn't just that the spine is tethered, which, I mean, the spine being tethered will cause problems of its own, like the back pain and stuff that you have. But
yeah, this happened while in the womb.
But it also causes other stuff, like it means you'll... I think you said the other day it means that's one of the reasons why you're so short, because it stops your growth, which is why she's only 5 feet tall. But also, it meant your foot grew upside down, is that right?
That's the way I see it. So when I was born, both of my toes, my big toes stuck up, and they went, that'll be fine, it'll go down. But because you're still like growing when you're born, my right foot turned out normal, but my left foot just went, no. And as I've grown, it seems like all my ligaments are the wrong way round. So the bones where they shouldn't be, and I was missing bones, and now I have like metal screws in my toes because I lost bone. It's a whole array of things on my left foot, and that stops me doing proper exercises, and that wrecked my right knee because I was putting all my pressure on the right side when I was growing up, Then my knee decided to go.
Yeah, so you had like, how many surgeries was it on your foot when you were a kid?
13, 14.
And that was until what age?
10 or 11.
So 13 or 14 surgeries until age 10 or 11. And then that's left you, I mean, anyone who's seen a full shot of you sees that your foot still goes out to the side, doesn't it? And it means you limp, and like you say, you're kind of unbalanced. And how old were you when your knee just gave up? So this is your right knee, so the knee on the other side.
Yeah, so I was 21, so I had Andy, and...
So about 10 years after the surgeries had finished. And what had happened then?
What did I do?
Didn't you have all the ligaments or cartilage?
No, my cartilage.
Was it cartilage?
All
the cartilage got removed or something?
Yeah, in my knee by keyhole surgery. So I got all that took out, but again, there's no cartilage, so there's no...
Yeah, so she's now got a back that is weak and hurts anyway, a foot that causes you to limp and not be able to, like, doing squats or doing lunges or running, anything like that is an absolute no, because the foot goes out to the side, it doesn't flex properly because
and
there's
metal.
Yeah, so there's no flex. Whereas, like, when I walk, or when you walk probably, your foot kind of flexes like that, doesn't it? Whereas Anna's foot is out to the side and is completely straight and has no flex, so it just goes up and down.
Yeah.
Which is why you swing your arms so much when you're walking to keep your balance. So if you get too close to Anna when she's walking, because she's short and she's swinging, she's punched Sheepdog in the nuts so many times. It's brilliant. She's done what I've always wanted to do. But yeah, the combination of all that means you're always limping some way or another, which means there's always something that's got pressure on it at that moment, and always something that could give at any moment. And it just so happens that this time it's your back that's gone. And there's not really a lot you can do about it other than painkillers.
Well, you've been helping by pushing my legs in ways.
I have to basically fold her up into... Basically grab her legs and push them up as far towards her face as I can. Try and get her feet into her ears.
It's such a weird position, but it's nice. It feels really nice on my lower back.
So, you were supposed to have had more surgery, weren't you?
I was 30.
But then you had...
I had a child.
One of these, and spent many years as a single mum, and that was never an option then. And then,
and he's just
obviously,
odd.
by the time I came along, he'd been diagnosed with autism, and he is full on all the time.
Yes, he is.
The idea of Anna having her foot basically snapped into little pieces, turned inside out, and put the way it's supposed to be, and then being on crutches for
cage around my leg.
Yeah, which means Andy wouldn't be able to touch you. Which he would not respect at all. So the idea of having that surgery at any point while Andy's been a kid has been it's impossible, isn't it? But now we're getting to the point where at some point you won't necessarily be his full-on day-to-day carer all the time. So the surgery starts to become an option again. And the question is, because you'll be nearly 40 by then, are you going to have it?
I don't know.
You need to get back to the doctors, don't you?
Well, I've filled in a form.
Yeah.
It's not very good on phone. I don't like phoning people. Just talk about a whole host of things. Because now I've got pins and needles in my little fingers, and I don't know why, but that's only started since my back has been hurting.
So it could be like a trapped nerve in there or
so
something.
So I've got pins and needles.
Or it could just be because you're now, because you're not able to stand up under your own power at the moment, you're leaning on stuff constantly. So it could just be that by leaning on your hands, you're trapping nerves in there or putting strain on these bits. Yeah, you're just broken. What we need is this thing where you can transfer your brain into a computer. We both need transferring into a computer, and then we'll be fine.
Then who's going to look after Dave?
Put him in a computer as well. He'll be fine. He'll fit in one now. He's tiny and hairless. But yeah, that's why Anna's not been in the videos much the last day or two, and might not be in them very much over the next few days. We are still committed to VEDA, to vlog every day in August, but...
Well, we've already booked a trip out.
For the next day or two, there might be limited appearances by Anna. Yeah, we're going to Drayton Manor in a few days. We're redoing that trip because Andy has not stopped talking about it. He is desperate to go back to Drayton Manor. So that's going to be happening. I did question the wisdom of us going to Drayton Manor, where he's previously had a meltdown and got naked and rolled around on the floor while you can't stand up under your own weight. He wanted to go last time. It's going to be an interesting trip, but...
I'm going to wear Spanx, because I know that holds me together.
Medicinal Spanx.
Yeah.
But once again, you are putting his needs ahead of your own, you silly goose.
I look really tired.
Well, you were saying before, because you've been napping on and off for most of the day because you're not able to sleep at night. She can't sleep solidly for any length of time because if she stays in one position for too long, it starts to lock up, and then as soon as she moves, it's just like, ah! So you're snatching the odd hour or two here and there. So you are probably pretty tired.
It's not fun.
No. You need to get you doing some yoga.
You're helping me with that.
Yeah.
I just need Kevin hands because I'm not very flexible.
I'm not surprised. After everything we've just listed, I'm not surprised you're not very flexible. It sounds like it's pretty impossible for you to be flexible.
Just a whole host of stuff at the moment. So I have a massive, like you could only have 300 characters to tell the doctor what was wrong, and I had a list of about 4 things.
Did you list everything?
Yeah, told him about my back, told him about my fingers. I told him how I've put on weight because of my tablets, and the fact that I want to go down the road of ADHD.
I did say just start with one thing.
I want more done. Because I don't like
I can't imagine how that phone call is going to go. So you've given this list of 5. Their first question is going to be, why didn't you come to us sooner? Why have you waited for this list to accumulate?
Because I don't like going to the doctors. I have anxiety about doctors and stuff.
Add that to the list. So yeah, that's the story of Anna's back and foot and all of that
Should we
stuff.
put a picture of my foot on? Do you want to take a picture of this?
I can do, yeah. I'll put a picture up in front of us now so you can see what an inside-out, upside-down foot looks like.
It looks like I've got 4 toes because one hides.
Yeah. And we'll see you again tomorrow.